Everybody, I'm Rick Larson. I'm here with Charlotte Clymer, a veteran herself, here on Memorial Day to honor our veterans in the United States and those who served and gave their lives in that service. We've got a lot of work we can do to support our veterans. We have about 50, 60,000 veterans in the 2nd Congressional District in Northwest Washington State. And to honor the memory of those who fought and died in the United States, Democrats are fighting for the care that veterans need today. Unfortunately, the Trump administration is doing the opposite. We've seen where the VA wants to cut 80,000 jobs out of the VA, people who are serving our veterans right now today. And this would be what we call pre-PACT Act levels. Honestly, we know there are still veterans out there who need care. We know that this country is creating more veterans who will need care. Do you have some thoughts, some ideas about what we can do to support our veterans?
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, for 3 years I served on casket teams in Arlington National Cemetery. We carried flag draped caskets. And when we looked at those caskets, we didn't know their race, ethnicity, background, what state they're from. All we knew was that that was a person who gave their life in service to this country. We're not honoring their memory when we leave veterans behind, when we allow the Veterans Affairs Administration to be turned into this anemic agency that is not taking care of those who have given everything they can to this country. So really what we need to do is tell the Trump administration it's unacceptable to gut the VA, it's unacceptable to leave veterans behind, and that we need to support democratic efforts to ensure that no veteran and their family is ever forgotten in this country.
That's great. The casket team at Arlington Cemetery, how many services did you participate in?
Hundreds over those 3 years. The worst year was 2007. That was the aftermath of the surge in Iraq.
Right.
And we were doing, 4 or 5 a day, all year. And what I remember most are the families who would come to the cemetery and be so grateful that the cemetery officials and, of course, the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, which was the unit I was a part of, were taking care of them and ensuring that their loved one was laid to rest with full honors. But it is not honorable to watch the Trump administration really disgrace the sacrifices of our veterans by gutting the services that they receive and really turning our military into a self-serving operation in the face of Trump.
Right, and that's what we see on Capitol Hill. I myself have legislation I'm working on to require TRICARE to cover IVF services for members and their families. It's a bill I'm doing for Representative Jacobs and Senator Duckworth and Senator Murray. Certainly signed a letter to the VA supporting an agency directive to respectfully deliver health care to transgender and intersex veterans as well. That letter was led by Representative Mark Takano from California, and the Richard Starr Act, the major Richard Starr Act, co-sponsoring legislation to allow over 50,000 medically retired veterans to receive their full retirement pay and disability compensation. Charlotte, what other actions can members of Congress do to support our veterans?
Well, there's a lot of homelessness right now with veterans, and certainly employment issues. I wish that Republicans were engaging in good faith with the Democratic Party to ensure that veterans are not unemployed and that they're certainly not homeless. We have hundreds of thousands of unhoused veterans in this country right now due to mental illness or service-connected disabilities. We have something like 4 million military caregivers in this country who want to take care of their loved ones, but they don't have the resources they need. So I would really love to see the Republican Party step up and work with Democrats to ensure that veterans aren't left behind when it comes to health care, employment, or housing.
Yeah, thanks. In my district, we call it H squared, E squared. Healthcare, homelessness, employment, and education for our veterans.
It's that easy.
It's that easy, yeah. I wish it was. But thanks for your service.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
Thank you.
For your time. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
a lot, everyone. Thanks.